Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Derek Hotchkiss, Pioneer Spirit Properties here with another spring special. I don't know about where you're at, but here in Oregon, we're getting our first fake spring. It's supposed to be 70 degrees tomorrow, and it's beautiful and sunny out, but it'll probably be raining for another couple of weeks until real spring arrives. So, anyways, excited to present this property to you. This is a 2.5 acre parcel on Blue Pool Way in Chiloquin, Oregon, near Agency Lake and the Williamson River, which we'll talk about in detail here. Original purchase price was a little under 45,000. I thought that was a steal because, as I'll show you in this presentation, realtor recommended I listed at 52, but I'm ready to move this thing in the spring. And so new purchase price $30,000, 22,000 under retail, and I'm offering owner financing on this one. About $125 discount on the down payment and the monthly payment. So similar to the last couple properties, they both went quick. It's a heck of a deal. All right, so let's orient you to the county. If you are not familiar with Klamath, this is in Southern Oregon. Highway 97 here connects down to the California border, which is about 40 minutes south of Klamath Falls, the major population center in the area, about 20,000 folks. That's where you're going to find your Home Depot, restaurants, major hospital, etc. And it runs all the way north up to Washington. This property is located in the Williamson River Knoll subdivision here near Agency Lake, between Agency Lake and Highway 97. This is a very small subdivision, and we'll orient you a little zoomed in here in a minute. The green boxes you see are just kind of natural attractions. You got the Fremont Wainema National Forest here to the northeast. The Williamson River, which this subdivision is named after, cuts through this area. You got the Sprague River that shoots off to the east. You've got, of course, Crater Lake up here in the northwest. You've got the world-renowned Wood River, famous for fly fishing, that feeds into the Agency Lake up here in the north. And then, of course, you have Klamath and this northern finger here they call Agency Lake. So really highlighting the bodies of water in vicinity of this property. Great for someone who loves kayaking, fishing. Motorboats are allowed on Klamath Lake. Obviously, that's the largest surface area lake in the state. So yeah, we'll kind of zoom in here a little more with a satellite view. So again, there's the Wood River that feeds into Klamath/Agency Lake. This property's here, Blue Pool Way, this little red marker, and then of course you've got the Williamson River here. So it's about equidistance between the Williamson River and Agency Lake. You also have the Sprague River that cuts off here and heads east. And I'll show you some photos of those rivers here in a moment. And I recommend you Googling or going to YouTube and looking at videos of people fishing and kayaking those rivers. Absolutely beautiful. So that's part of the nature draw. You got the Klamoya Casino over here, and there's a big gas station, mini mart, deli type thing here too, not too far away. So a lot of convenience. Fish all day, hit the casino at night. Sounds good to me. Just send me an invite. And then, like I said, I kind of wanted to show you a snapshot of these rivers if you're not from the area. Wood River is a very highly photographed river just because you can see those kind of turquoise blues. You see the kayakers cruising around. A lot of brown trout, red-bound trout, trophy size, big fly fishing destination. People from all over the country for sure, and some even the world hit the Wood River and the Williamson River too. Very popular trout fishery. Sprague River. If these two rivers weren't in the area, this would be all the rave, but this one flies a little under the radar, but you can still pull nice fish out of there. Again, those are all within a 10 to 15 minute drive to public access points from this property. And this kind of shows that, zoomed in a little, focused on the parcels. You can see this is one of the larger lots in the area at 2.5 acres. And I'll zoom in here and show you some videos and photos of the actual property, but smattering of established mature pines on the property, that's nice. And then of course My cursor keeps going out, but you got the Williamson River cutting here to the south and east of the property, Agency Lake to the west, and then there is a community park with a boat ramp right here, so easy access to the lake. So that's pretty cool. So now I just want to show you some aerial drone footage, just kind of a panoramic of this area. This is actually the lot here. These are those well-developed or established pines that kind of split the center of the property. You can see power running along here, so that's easy to pull onto the property. Very well-maintained gravel roads. And you'll see here when I play the video, smattering of manufactured mobile homes. Obviously it is a rural area with affordable land, but they're very well kept. It's a very well kept area, so that's nice to see. So we'll play here. It kind of kicks off a little fast. This is the actual property. That's kind of the eastern half of it. Again, you got some mobile homes bordering your property line, but they're all in good shape. You don't got a lot of junk laying around. It's a manufactured home. Again, everyone takes care of their stuff. Beautiful with the trees. You saw the mountains in the background. And then just kind of more of the same, looking out west towards the lake and the mountains in the distance, and then back on to the property itself. So hopefully that paints a good picture for you of the immediate area. And I'll show you some more photos and stuff on the next couple of slides. So I think I've probably already talked about most of these, but just to make sure I hit them all, my favorite attributes. Again, this is a satellite photo with the parcel outlines. This is the largest parcel in the area at 2.5 acres. This area to the west of this road, I think that's Chiloquin Drive. Most of these fall within the small Williamson River Knoll subdivision. What's important about that is on the west side, all these small quarter-acre, half-acre lots you see, that's an Oregon Shores 2 that comes with a property owners association with some pretty specific covenants and restrictions. This property doesn't have that over in Williamson River Knolls. There are no CC&Rs, so it gives you a little more freedom. There isn't a community well like Oregon Shores 2 has on the west side. But you have a lot more freedom, no yearly dues to a property owners association. So that's nice. But you can still enjoy the proximity to the lake, the public boat ramp, the Williamson River, the Wood River, etc. And great accessibility. Crater Lake Highway runs southeast to northwest, adjacent to this area. And then, of course, you got Highway 97 over here, about a mile to the east. So pretty special parcel. I'll pull through some pictures here. Again, there's those well-maintained roads I talked about, the power lines, and the nicely, treed portions of the lot. More of the same. This is looking from the road. You can see there's a little berm here, so you'd have to cut in a driveway, but I like this picture because you can kind of see the varying ages of the pine trees. So you're going to get more growth over the years, and a lot of these are young enough that if you don't want them to grow, easy to take them out and kind of start shaping the ground in accordance with your vision. And then this is from the property line looking in towards the center, where that stand of evergreens kind of splits down the middle of the lot. So kind of a cool perspective there. And this is video from the lot. I apologize. It's kind of jumpy as you're trying to navigate through the sagebrush, etc. But you can see it's pretty level, great to build on. Quite a bit of vegetation. So if you wanted to plant, your own trees or shrubbery in accordance with your layout, obviously the soil is going to support that. And this is going to be absolutely beautiful in the spring. This was taken, I think, in late October, November, this video. But in the spring, this is all going to be green with wildflowers and absolutely beautiful. But you can kind of see the first-person view from the property in that video. And I have more on my website to include drone footage, more driving video in the area, and video from the actual property that I'll orient you to as we progress here. So this is just kind of a slide showing the area comps. This is always an important one. Am I getting a good deal? You'll see this one. These are both on Brittany Way, just down the road. Uh, but it's hard to find large lots in the area, and so finding comps is kind of difficult because there isn't many of them. This is a 2-acre lot sold last summer for 49,000. Pretty comparable, half acre smaller in size, but looks like it has, a little bit heavier tree density. And then this one on Brittany Way as well, 2.25 acres for 60K. Same thing, nice and level, easy access, maybe a little better treed, but at 30,000, half the price with 0% interest owner financing. Hopefully that kind of showcases the type of deal you're getting here. And then I took this from my realtor's analysis when I originally purchased this property. Again, this was her recommended price at 52,000. So about 22,000 underneath that. So someone's going to get a great deal, like I've said a few times. I just want to hammer that home. This one's probably going to go pretty quick, just based on those numbers. So again, to circle back, 2.5 acres, Blue Pool Way, purchase price reduced almost $15,000 to 30,000, and then bringing that monthly payment, if you choose to owner finance it, to 625, and a matching down payment at 625. Here's how to get a hold of me. I think most of you know this, but Derek at pioneerspirit.me. And then go to my website, www.pioneerspirit.me, to view this property and all my other ones. I'm going to actually pull up my website real here just to show, when you get there, you'll see the spring special up here. We got 9 days left to take advantage of this offer. I don't think it's going to last that long. I'd be surprised if someone didn't lock this up by noon tomorrow. But when you go to the site, you can see a lot more of those parcel views, a lot more still photos. And then, of course, kind of a video I patched together showing both that first-person view as well as some of that drone footage. I won't show it to all you here because I know we're already 12 minutes into this. So go check it out. If you want to reserve this property, I've got the special price on here. You don't have to reach out to me directly. If it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you decide you want to pull the trigger, all you do is go here and click reserve the property, and it's got those updated spring special rates listed on there. Just throw in your debit or credit card, and you will reserve the property. We'll finish the paperwork over the next couple of days. Like I said, no interest, no prepayment penalty. And once you make the down payment and sign the papers, that comes with a 60-day inspection period. Gives you time to go visit the property, make sure it's what you really want. And if you decide it's not for you, or you find a parcel that you like better, simply ask for a refund. All but $150 of that 625 down is refundable. So pretty low risk. Excited to see who ends up with this lot. It's one of my favorites. It's always hard to let them go. I always have my own dreams for each one of them, but I'm not in the business of just buying it. I got to sell some of them too. So hopefully this was helpful. Feel free to give me a call, 503-862-8108. Thanks, and have a great